Alright guys, what we're trying to do today is just give you a hands-on view of how I would go about answering your mini report questions. A lot of students get confused or worried about, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'll get into trouble. Get that out of your mind, you're not at high school. The whole purpose of this is to show me that you've done the research, you can do it efficiently, put it down. On paper. So I've got an answer sheet online that Anna helped me put together, which is basically a Word document. You can modify it. It's set up to take into account the key aspects of the question. So let's just get stuck into it. Follow my cursor here and see how we go. Now, I put together this sample question, right, which is on the screen. So you're the newly appointed marketing manager for Accor Hotels Australia. Your CEO wants to know your understanding of customer satisfaction, how it applies to hotels. So, how do you do this? We've got the usual. What are your concepts? What are the key models? What are other examples of hotels doing in terms of customer satisfaction? And you'll provide your opinion on whether or not you think the customer satisfaction really matters. Now, guys, the way I'd always address this is you do the easiest stuff first. Now, for some of you, you could go, well, that's the definition. That's fine. My favourite is I like going and chucking in a model just to get the ball rolling. So the trick that I use is I go straight to Google. I go customer satisfaction models. I punch it in. I then click on, well, we could go back. You can see here we've actually got references that come up from journal articles that we could use a couple of lines to reference. You've got Zethamol's customer satisfaction model already that comes up. An overview of customer satisfaction models. All about Cano's satisfaction model. I've never used it. Images. This is what I love. Right, guys, when you tell me you can't do anything, and you've even got Wikipedia, you're pretty much saying, gee, Elias, I'm too scared, lazy, whatever, to even punch in a simple search term when all you guys do when you're at home is search for stuff online. So, guys, step one, we do it. Dinosaur Man here always goes to images because I like pretty pictures. Now, you've got here a concept. I just scroll quickly through my screen and go, oh, gee, this isn't bad. Perceived quality, expectations, customer satisfaction, complaints, loyalty. That works pretty good. Now, one thing, if you find a model that you like, one of the interesting things, I always start to look at where's it from. Is it a website? Is it a journal article? For the sake of our mini reports, I'm not too worried on strict academic references. Yes, the guys that get 10 out of 10 usually have them in, but I'll sit there and go, all right, let's have a look. What one do I want? I'm looking at these going, there's a lot of crap, but geez, you know what? Smartphone satisfaction, mission, these all look pretty. We can pretty much use any one of these. You could even go to your textbook. So I'd probably grab one from here, one from your textbook. Now, one of the tricks I could use as well is hotels. And see if anyone has actually written, and there are heaps of journal articles. Now, you've got here, look at this one, Hotel Customer Satisfaction Model. Now, one of the things you could do is actually go to the website and see what's there. So you've got a model here. It's a free template. They're trying to sell you something. But again, nothing of value. So I just usually close out. And this is one of the things that you're going to find. A lot of this stuff is just crap. All right, I'm looking here. ResearchGate is academics. We have our, it's like a Google Scholar where we put a lot of our papers. So I click on it and go, all right, I'm fishing here to see what happens. A heading, evolution and future of national, this is just opened straight up into the actual journal article, and I'm going, okay, what's relevant here? to you guys, you would be freaking out. This is extremely academic. I'm going, no, I don't want it. For now, I'm just going to take the model. So I would go click on the model, right? I'm quite happy with you guys to go copy image, go back to Word, hit paste the picture in, and in terms of a reference, I would literally just go research gate, whatever it was. But then the key step for you guys is to go straight down to the reference section and just put in the full reference of the website, wherever you pulled it up from. So immediately I've got a model. Now, with this model, I can then sit there, and if I wanted to get really clever, I could insert a comment here or a text box. Usually I'd put an example and say, all right, example, we have, say, Sofitel versus, say, and I'm just making these up. I haven't done any of the research or blogs to back this up, but you can put them around your model, right? You want to type here, it gets a bit clunky, so I'd strongly suggest that you could do a lot of this stuff, even if you redrew the model in Word or on PowerPoint and copied it in with your text boxes. To give you an idea, one of the things you can do in PowerPoint, let me get a blank one, open, new. Right, so we go to a blank presentation. One of the cool features we have is if you go up to PowerPoint and you've got your insert, you move along to shapes. And one of the things you can do with shapes is actually, surprise, surprise, draw shapes. So with that, you can always drop in a text box. So if this is quality, right, as one of the key models, you could get really cheeky and go, hey, an example is Sofitel 100%, and this is all made up, 100% review, satisfaction guarantee versus, say, Palazzo, so Versace, no guarantee. Alright, you expand it out, and gee, there you've got the quality item that's the same in the other model with an example. So all of these things, and I want to go insert again, back to shapes, there's an arrow, I just click and drag to another variable. We go back to insert, maybe I want to add a box, I put the box there, click on the arrow, and what have you. In marketing, and if I really get annoyed, I just delete the background. Or we might leave this as a heading and go a model of customer satisfaction, and I can't type for anything, section with illustrated examples. You can do this, and then you go File, Save As, this PC, and I'm hoping I'm going to do this right, guys. Say Presentation 1, but we can put it in as a presentation, a PDF, and that way we can just drop it in, and I think I've got this wrong, and my apologies for that. I've got a feeling we save it and then we can convert it into a word picture. Now, I'm just going to hit save, I'll come back to it. Now, going back to the PowerPoint, again guys, I've lost it. I apologize. I'm going to try to get back to my screen. Where are we? Recorder is recording.